solid financial future. How the heck do you start? Everyone literally ponders over this question and they're like, how the heck do I start? What is my next steps? I don't even know where I am. I don't even know what to do right now. I don't know what to do tomorrow when it comes to building my wealth, building my finances. Where do I start? I'm gonna break it down super easy for you guys and wait till the end because you actually can and will have the ability to get a free guide that basically is going to help you. It's called the Wealth Building Action Plan Guide. This is going to help you see exactly where you are, draw out your financial situation right now, and then also plan out what your future is going to look like. Because what I realize is there's actually 5 main building blocks when it comes to wealth and different types of builders when it comes to wealth. Okay, what does that mean? Everybody is on a wealth journey technically. If you're making money and you're making income or even not making income, but you want to build wealth, you are on your wealth journey. Because that's the most important part, is actually wanting to be on that journey and actually committing and putting yourself on that path. I swear you're gonna learn a lot just from me making up this person, making an ideal scenario up. Somebody is making money, but they want to do more with their future. So I'm gonna go ahead and help with that. You guys can see everything that I'm going, what it would look like if I was to help a client or to help somebody that needed help with planning their wealth. So let's get straight into it. Now, make sure that you do download this planning guide. I made this from scratch because I saw all of the people that were asking me questions and they're like, oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to go. And then I was like, you know what? You need a planning guide. Alrighty, so with this sheet, first of all, goal setting is a huge point that people do not even make of importance at all. I put a whole bunch of quotes throughout this action plan guide because people need to remember, I even need to remember sometimes, that things are very important when it comes to planning, and why planning is so important. It has to be at the forefront of your mind because a lot of people just go by their day-to-day and are super unintentional. So this will remind you of exactly why this is super important for not only you, but your legacy and also your future. So I put here, if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail, by Benjamin Franklin. And also, you cannot hit a target you cannot freaking see, okay? So you have to make sure that you set a target so that you can actually see the target. So that means that you have to get clear on your targets, your goals, and your ideal scene. So what is the goals for the near future? So we're gonna call this girl that I'm going to have as a client is Sally, okay? So Sally, her goal is for the near future is that she wants to be making an additional 5K a month, okay? So that is her near future goal. So the goal for the far future is that she, then this is maybe within 10 years or under 10 years. That's what the far future would be, or anything plus. You can put your own separate time slots. You could put within 5 years I want to accomplish this, within 10 years I want to accomplish this. So it's really up to you on how you want to do it. Now the goal for her legacy, let's say for a 5-year goal is she wants to get she wants to get a house, okay? Maybe that's one. Maybe then in the 10 years, she wants to have her 5 rental properties, whatever that it is. Properties. So that might be for her. And for her, the legacy, she wants her 5 kids to have trust funds. And enough to start a business, okay? So maybe that's what she wants to do. So that's where you can put your goals for your legacy, your far future, and then you can say targets. You could say that, my goal is to make $1 million a year or to retire by the age of 45, whatever that it is. And right here it asks, where are you on your wealth building journey? Are you a standard builder? Are you a standard builder? And right here has the mini checks. The mini checks are basically going to say like, are you making foundational income, meaning you have enough to pay the bills plus have extra left over, or do you, and also do you have income protection? So if you're a standard builder, then you have, you know, all two of those things basically checked. Okay, if you're a responsible builder, that means that you have a over 700 credit score. If you're a future oriented builder, that means that you make substantial income. All right, that means you make like multiple 4 to 5 figures plus a month after expenses. So let's say, for example, you know, you make 8K a freaking month. Okay, and your expenses are $7,000 a month, then that means that you have $1,000 left over. Now that's not multiple 4 to 5 figures. Multiple 4 to 5 figures would be like, you know, having $5,000 or more after expenses. So that's basically what that is, having substantial income each month. So $5,000 or more after each month. Now the Freedom Builder has compound interest accounts, you know, so that's the 401k, the stocks, the bonds, the whatever the investment accounts that you have are, you know, whether that's a TSP or whatever that it is, anything that is growing your money. And then there's also a Legacy Builder, and these are people that have trust. Okay, so the next page is going to actually direct you to set your ideal scene. Make sure to set your targets, but to set your ideal scene. So this is going to be basically like another word for a goal, but it really draws a clear picture, a crystal clear picture of what you want your future to be like. So ideal definition is satisfying one conceptions of what is perfect and most suitable. Scene is the place where an incident in real life or fiction occurs or occurred. Okay, so it's when you satisfy your conception of, you know, your real life, right? So your ideal life, basically. And then right here, I show the wealth building block formula. Once again, it's basically this pyramid. Now, it's also put in this way because most people are standard builders, and that's like not even, like a lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck. So barely most of America are standard builders. So that's why it's great to see the progression and where you could be at too. Now, I put an ideal scene page on page 2, as well as a vision board, because I think it's very, very, very powerful to not only see, but also like read your thoughts, see how it is, you know, how do you describe it in words? How does it taste? How does it feel? How does it smell like? I know it sounds really crazy, but I also said in this box that you are 42% more likely to achieve your goals just by freaking writing them down. So imagine if I give you a 42% higher chance just from you putting on a dang piece of paper. Why would you not do it? Why would you not do it? I mean, 42% to become wealthier? Come on now. That's a no-brainer, right? So on the third page, this is basically how to become a standard builder. Become a standard builder. It's not about how much money you make, but it's about how much you keep, how hard it works for you, and how many generations you keep it for, as said for Robert Kiyosaki. The monthly income is what you're going to put right here. And basically that's how much you make a month, obviously. Monthly income goal is how much you're going to put, or how much you're going to be making every single month, right? Is that 10K a month? Is that 15K a month? Is that 20K a month? Now guys, I want you to think as big as you can. Think so massively. The thing about this channel, this is not a channel to think small. I'm going to push you. I'm going to encourage you. I'm going to be like, you need to get on that next level. You need to think bigger sooner. I wish I thought bigger sooner. I should have started thinking the way I do right now when I was freaking 14, 12 even, right? So you want to make sure you're thinking bigger sooner, because would you rather fall short on making 100K a month, or would you rather fall short on making 10K a month? You tell me. You tell me. But now You're gonna do those two things. Now let's start on this side because it's more simple. So on the right hand side, it's basically gonna ask for, you know, to put your reoccurring expenses below, right? Because sometimes you have rent, you have subscriptions, sometimes you have, you know, meal prep. I know I have meal prep most times, or all the time. And, you know, maybe just some things that you know are going to be there. Maybe a car payment, debt you have to pay back. But these are gonna be your reoccurring expenses below, okay? So a ballpark number, you know, this bill comes around this date, so this is how much that, you know, they're asking me to pay each month, blah 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 blah. Housing, transfer, personal, you know. So all of these you know, lines is what you can fill out. So total monthly expenses, put right here. So let's say your monthly expenses are like $5,000, and you made like $7,000 that month. So you would put like $2,000 is money after monthly expenses. So let's just fill it out. For example, like you have $5,000 in expenses that month. That means you're left with $2,000. Okay. And then you're gonna put your checkings and savings here. Let's say I have like 10K. Sally has 10K in here, and savings she has is like, shoot, I don't know, like let's say 15, you know? So, and like I said, she makes $7,000 per year. I know we're kind of changing the monthly incomes, bear with me here. She wants to make, you know, why not? And why not do it a whole 50K? She's a big thinker. You know, that's how you should be. That's honestly the way that it should be. And right here on the left, it actually tells you exactly, I'll make more deeper dives into this concept, but how to increase your income. So how to increase your income, but this is going to be a plan. It's going to give you a step-by-step checklist on how to actually pick the high income skill that you can monetize and that you can make money from, so that you can increase your income. Because a lot of people do not make enough money to, they have enough money to survive, but they don't have enough money to thrive. And that's exactly where you should be. You should have extra money each month so that you can have some wiggle room. And a lot of people do not have that situation. So that is why having a high income skill is so important, because you guys will see later that the upside is fantastic. Okay, so income protection. So this is life insurance, okay? A lot of people have the old type of life insurance instead of the new type of life insurance. The new type of life insurance, you actually can use it when you're alive. You actually can use it when you're alive. So it's pretty fantastic. And also people are living longer and longer by the day. So this tends to actually be way cheaper than having something that is temporary and will expire, because once they do expire, those prices go up, okay? So put the company in, let's say, you know, the company is Gerber, whatever it is, and it's a term policy, and the premium payment is like I mean, these, you know, policies are pretty cheap. The term policies is $70 a month. Death benefit is like, say, 100,000, okay? Now, living benefits. So does she have living benefits in the Gerber policy? No. So living benefits is basically if anything were to happen to you, like a sickness, injury, anything like that, would you be getting a benefit? Would you be getting a check? And in this case, it would be no, okay? So 84,000 a year, okay? So she is making 84,000 a year, okay? Terminal illness is going to be, let's say $0, because, right, she has no living benefits. Like I said, guys, living benefits is something that you get a payout if something were to happen to you while you're living. So let's say, for example, if she had a terminal illness, she would get $0. If she had a chronic illness, she would get $0. If she had a critical injury or illness, she would have $0. And if she had Alzheimer's, she would have $0. So this plan is not optimized, but that's definitely something we can look over. Okay, so bank balances. Let's say she has a Chase, you know, like a Chase, like I have a Chase card. Let's just say a Chase card, okay? The credit card name, let's just say, I'm trying to say, oh, Freedom Flex. That's the one I have. Freedom Flex. Let's say the balance that she holds is like $4,000. The interest rate is like at a 23. That's usually kind of like around what it is. The monthly payment is she's paying like $400 off. Okay, so that's one. And let's say she, you know, I said that her goal was to get a house. So let's say she has no mortgage. Usually mortgage has different types, like maybe, you know, HFA, or maybe they have like a reverse mortgage. So it's really based on the person and their mortgage type. And then there's the term and all that stuff. So people that have a mortgage and bought in a house, they had to go through the process, so they understand what this is about. Now the credit score is, you just put it right here. Let's say hers is at like a 700. Now debt payoff plan, I want to talk about this because this is going to be very, 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 very helpful for people to put your debt in order on what you should pay off. So let's say, for example, I had more things here. Let's say I put like the Amex freaking Platinum. I got that card too. Love that card, love that card. The points are bueno. Let's say it has 2,000 left, okay? Let's say the interest rate is at like, I don't know, let's just put 18, okay? And the monthly payment, she pays about $100 a month on there, okay? So with that, if when she does fill this out to do a debt payoff plan, what actually she can do is she can put, first is pay off the Chase Freedom Flex first because it has the highest interest rate. And then she would pay the Amex Platinum. And then let's say there's another one that's like 10% and it's like just a different type of credit card, maybe a Victoria's Secret one, then she can put that third, right? So I recommend doing the highest interest first. So because as you see here, credit is made up of payment history, money you owe, also credit history, and then credit accounts, and then types of credit. So putting the highest interest rate will help you a lot, just because, you know, each month it's just gonna compound and you don't want all that. And the last page, or this page, is actually the other loans. You got car loans, personal, student, business, and medical. That's right there. And in terms of this page, this will basically help you become a responsible builder and have a credit score over 700 when you do pay off those credit cards, when you do, you know, make sure that those other loans are paid off. So yeah. And then the fifth page right here is you'll become a future-oriented builder, and this is making substantial income. I don't want to get too into this, but for both of these, you should have an over 700 credit score. The reason why is because you want to make sure that you are leveraging your great credit, which a lot of people don't do. Everybody teaches that, you know, debt is bad, credit is bad, all of this is bad, but it's not bad if it makes you money. Because if you look around, I'm looking at an apartment building right now. That is just a huge blob of debt that some wealthy person is paying for right now, and they're still being paid right now. So, you know what I mean? If it's making you money and it's cash flowing you, that is some good debt, and I'll make more videos about that. So this basically is going to run you through a list of, you know, creating passive income or scaling to active income. Now, if you want to do both, girl, do your thing and do both. But usually people are taking one route, right? I have a lot of people that have credit businesses. If they want to scale their credit business, boom, it's right here. People that are insurance agent, boom, it's right here. People that are real estate agents, boom, it's right here. People that are coaches, consultants, marketing agencies, they can scale their active income here. People that have jobs, they have a lot of capital, they have a good amount of money, and not that much time, they can basically go the passive income route, and usually it's easier that way. But definitely you can do both. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. At the end, it asks you about your monthly income goals. But yeah, we'll get more into individually about why substantial income is so important. This 6th page, oh, I love this page so much. Compound interest. This is you becoming a freedom builder, because Albert Einstein, the genius, said, compound interest is the 8th wonder in the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. So that's what Albert Einstein says. What type of assets do you have? Make sure to check them below, and you can also put other, you know. So let's say that you do have mutual funds, you got 401k, you got a Roth IRA, you got life insurance, okay? So you can click all that all that you do have, below. And then also here is also another one that you can type in. Now, I just realized here that there's no box here, so I'm gonna have to fix that. But I will definitely have that on for you guys. So monthly contributions, let's say that, you know, this is the one for the 401k. Your monthly contributions you're doing in work is you're doing about $400. Annual or monthly contributions $400. So that's like 24,000 or not, I mean 2,400 a year. And you're contributing to this until age 65, let's just say that. Current market value, so how much you have in the account, let's say it's 100K. Let's see here. And then annual rate of return, let's say that it's been giving you like a 5%. Downside protection, no. That means that like if the market goes down, does it protect it? No, because it is a 401k. Risk level, I would say like moderate. You can put right here. Lifetime income, you can say no, it's not going to give you lifetime income. That basically means that, you know, if you have 100, like let's say you end the 401k today, right now, and you're like, you know what, I want to start taking income from it. Is it going to give you lifetime income, or is it just going to give you until the $100,000 is completely like liquidated? It's not going to give you lifetime income. So that's basically what that is. Total capital after investment. So basically you can go into the MoneyChimp calculator. So how you do that is you go to MoneyChimp and then right here, bloop. Oh, that's not it. MoneyChimp compound interest calculator. And then you can put right here, if you were to put, let's say current principal, you're at 100,000. And annual addition is that, like we said, we're gonna do 2,400 years to grow. And let's say you're at age, let's just make it super easy, 30. So 30 or 65 minus 30, because remember, they're going to be stop contributing at age 65. So that means they have 35 years left in this, in contributing to this account. So let's say you have 35 years left and the interest rate is going to be at 5%. Calculate it. That means at the end of those 35 years, the money would have compounded $779,000 and then 208 and 71 cents. So that would be that. So you press paste. And then how many years will this capital last? So you can do the own math on that. If you like, let's say that you want to take $50,000 a year, all you would do is just simply 779,000 divided by 50, and that's how many years that it will last, okay? So let's just do the math right here, right now. So let's say 707, I think it said 700, let's see here, divided by 50,000, 1, 2, 3, because I mean 15 and a half years, okay? So, okay, so that's basically one example. I just wanted to show you guys how to do that one example. The next is the beautiful becoming a legacy builder. This is the max ultimate level of wealth, guys. This is what the Rockefeller had. This is what the Fords had. They all had this stuff, okay? So this is the ultimate level of wealth. So it basically is going to ask you to designate, you know, people and also like individuals and what you want your assets to be and all that stuff, all in this document. So when it is time for you to get a trust, you already know what exactly to put in it. So like Tony Robbins says, is trust is a gift of love. It says, I want to take care of you, not just today, but tomorrow and beyond. So that's what Tony Robbins said. So I thought that was amazing because that is so true. Now, when it comes to trustors, it tells you exactly the definition of what a trustor is, what is a successor trustor, what is a trustee, what is a successor trustee. It tells you the difference. It tells you what the beneficiaries are. It tells you what the trust assets are and what you want to add as trust assets. And you can put it all right here. Do you want to put real estate, property, cryptocurrency, annuities, safe deposit boxes? And also, I also tell you right here what you cannot place in trust. And then the last one is the trust terms. What trust terms do you want to put? What are your beneficiary designations, trust durations, distribution provisions, trust revocation provisions, and then trust taxation provisions. Oh my gosh, try to say that 5 times fast. Whew, all of those words combined 5 times fast. But it's all right here for you, so you don't have to say it, luckily. And when it comes to that, this will help you actually set up the terms and at least do research on it and how to best set up those terms. But at least you know all in one document from top to bottom what exactly to do. So I know this video is kind of lengthy, and it's going to be one of the more lengthier videos because this is a lengthy subject. It's a 7-page freaking free wealth building action plan guide. I mean, why would it not be lengthy? So I completely want to just make sure that you guys do understand this and you do implement it, because like I say, always say, if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. And you can plan all day, but also it's about the execution. And I want to make sure I help you with the execution too. I appreciate you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys for going through this video. If you made it all the way to the end, comment down below like wealth. Just comment down below wealth. The real ones know. The real ones know. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe, like, all of that good stuff. And also, whoever fills out for now, as of today, it is currently May 19th. I don't know how long this offer is going to be on the table, but for now, I actually am offering free support calls for people that are filling out the first 4 pages. Yes, if you fill out the first 4 pages, I will go ahead and hop on a support call with you to make sure that you get on the next level after those 4 pages, as well as making sure that your, standard building as well as responsible building is on point and also best optimized. All right, so thank you so much for joining this video. Subscribe, like, because there's more wealth building content coming along, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in the next video.